that, and this is funny. We had an instant I'll just tell you about. Well, there was a couple of
Oh, I
really
have to
good
stop you.
instances.
You can't tell us right now because we have a 2-minute break. And
Oh,
we will
okay.
be right back.
Okay.
You're listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
And we are back. And Shelly, I apologize for interrupting you so much. But you know what? Got to get those in. We are back. It is 47 minutes after the hour. And let her rip, Tater Chip.
Well, the question we had, it was from Carl. Ask
Yes.
if we interact with the stick figures on the SLS camera. And I will tell you yes. A perfect example was that we had, well, I think that was probably during the Gary event when we were all up there.
When Lori had hers up there in the kitchen.
We were on the third floor, and Lori
There
was
too.
running hers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the kitchen, and little Audrey, this little girl that's at the jail, somebody sat a Boo Bear out, and she liked it, and Lori caught her stick with this bear. When the bear would go off, her stick figure was interacting with that bear. So that was quite amazing to see that. And then another time we were having an investigation, and there was several people with us, and Vincent was running the SLS camera in the attic area, and we found that that little girl hangs out in the attic area. And we've just learned that, I figured it, but we just got verification, actually, that Sheriff Keeler kind of looks after her and protects her somewhat. And anytime we go near the corner where she hides, Sheriff Keeler's stick jumps right out in front like he's protecting her.
That's so cool.
And we had the portal running that night, and there was a certain guy that the sheriff didn't care for, and every time he come into the attic area, Keeler would come across that portal box and call out that guy's name and wanted him out of the attic. And, I would say, okay, I'll see what I can do, and that guy would go back in there, and it got to where several times he's like, get Jason out of here, and stuff like that. And we don't know why.
Yeah.
We don't know why he didn't like him. He never told me. But I said, well, I guess Jason's going back in the attic. I'll see what I can do. And the sheriff was swearing then about
Really?
it because, yes, he's like, yeah, he was swearing at the guy to get out and this is bull crap and I want you to leave. Yeah, yeah. And
Unbelievable.
his stick figure come full front in front of everybody, like standing in front of Audrey. And we've got it all filmed. It's quite an amazing session. Yeah.
I just can't believe he did that.
Yeah, he did not want that guy in there. And we don't know why.
Well, I can't imagine unless there was something that he had picked up on from that guy.
And maybe there was something I don't know about, you know? He definitely didn't want him in there with Audrey in there. That's for certain.
Was that somebody you knew?
No, that was just somebody who came to a ghost hunting event. I'd never met him prior or anything like that.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
But they can read people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying anything about Jason, but I'm just saying that, they do have intuition still, and I think it's probably better than ours.
And I mean, sometimes it's sad to say, you don't like to think that people are this way, but have you ever met somebody and right away you just felt you didn't like them too much? You weren't into their personality, It could be something just as simple as that. He just,
Yeah. And, it's really weird because, when you get that feeling, it's very difficult to get past that as living humans.
Yes.
Because you trust your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So could it have just been something simple as that? He just didn't care for him when he saw him, he's just like he didn't like his personality for some reason out the gate, maybe he didn't, there wasn't nothing to see, he just didn't like his personality to start with.
Maybe he just reminded him of someone.
And that could be too. But
I just found that interesting. So, well, I liked it when we had the dancing going on in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was cool.
And it's funny, all the stuff that happens up there and all the stuff we catch and all the interacting. I'll tell you that the talking is...
I love that.
It's unbelievable the amount of talking that goes on up there. And sometimes they talk amongst themselves and ignore us also.
I know.
That's a riot. Yes, they'll be carrying on their own conversations and only every once in a while they'll chime in at us just to, I don't know, humor us, and they go back to their own conversations and they're talking back and forth amongst themselves. They do that, and that is so crazy to me. It's like they ignore me sometimes.
And you don't take that to heart at all. So.
But it happens, and I don't know why. I'm like, well, maybe they get bored talking to me all the time, so.
Well, but they're always glad to see you when you get back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So, well, I'm pretty positive. So, I love it. What do you have that you're going to be starting up first when you come back so people can plan to be at this event?
Well, we have a number of things that we're going to roll out. We are going to be doing classes for people who want to learn more about paranormal stuff, how to operate some of the equipment, because I think that's a big part too. You get these these pieces and there's no instruction manuals, and you're like, how the heck do you use these, or what's the correct settings and stuff like that. And
Well, we went through that with my, SLS camera that I won that I still haven't been able to use the first time yet because things, because, and I'm still thrilled that I won it. I would just like to be able to use it.
Right, and there's
no instructions and no videos.
Exactly, and there's a lot of people who will be excited and they'll get their first cameras, their night vision or their full spectrum cameras, and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know how to use it." And so I think we're gonna in the spring start out some classes to teach people more about paranormal, show them the different equipment, help them learn how to use all the pieces. Of course, they'll be practicing on ours, and we're good with that. And then show them some investigating techniques through the classes. And there's a lot of things out there that people don't share. And I don't think the paranormal field as a whole is going to further if we don't share,
I agree with that.
And so we are going to share the knowledge. That's what we're going to do. And sometimes we've had people come and have fantastic ideas, and we've tried some of their ideas out, and some things have worked very, very well.
Yes.
It's about sharing. Yes. And if more people would do that, I can't tell you, something simple as the live listening. How many people come to the jail to an investigation and don't know what that is? No one's ever told them. And I'm like, oh, you got to experience it. So we'll let them hear through our headphones and stuff like that. And of course, they're amazed at being able to hear the EVP live.
Yes, because then you can follow up.
Exactly, rather than waiting until you get home and run it over your computer or whatever it is you run it through. It's such a better experience, and that's how you start your conversations,
Absolutely.
And that's how you get conversations going back and forth with the spirits. And there's a lot of people, it astounds me that they don't know about that. And so that's one of the first things I tell everybody. I'm like, hey, your phone has a voice recorder on it too. So do you got some earbuds with you,
Just pop them on.
That's right. So you can hear what's going on. And some of the phones will let you listen live. Not every voice recorder, not every phone will do that. But, if you're looking for a voice recorder, make sure one of the options on the back, it says live listening enabled. And that's the voice recorder you want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just love mine. And, I think of all the EVPs that I picked up after I got home back in the day when I was like, oh my God, I didn't hear that coming across.
Yeah.
And I didn't respond. This person was waiting on a response,
Right.
And
right.
There's one case in particular that I'm still devastated by because I can't get back into that location. It's been vandalized so much, it's completely unsafe, and it's just terrible. I can't respond to this person. So
Right.
I'm going to stop there because we have only got about 45 seconds, and I need you to tell people how to find you.
Okay, how to find me.
How to find you.
You can go to 187pi.com. There's links there to our Facebook page. You can also type us into the Facebook search engine. There's links to our YouTube channel where we do have some videos, some evidence of the jail and abroad on our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. To tune in to and keep track of our radio show, you can type up in your Facebook Ghost Talk Radio and we'll pop up. You can follow us there. Well, our Ghost Talk Radio website's in the works. It's